Back on with another bam. What's up, my patrons? Yeah, we go get into some things here with these new laws that they got on the table. We go try to get in most of it because it's a lot. Like I say, any state you live in, I already mentioned it. Any state you live in, just check out the new laws that they got on the table. It mostly gonna be in the 30s. You understand? New laws that they're gonna put on the table. And a lot of people never pay attention. They ring in the new year, fireworks and all, but you didn't get it. They pass off a lot of laws that gonna have a lot of effect, a major effect on the masses. Let's get into this right here and make people aware of what's going on. Run it.
A new year means new laws starting today, new laws that'll affect everything from commutes to how we shop to how communities address drug use and affordable housing. NBC Barry's Chris Sanchez takes a look at what you need to know.
As you hit those post-holiday sales, you might notice something different in the toy section.
Listen.
A new law requires retailers to have a
Watch the pyramid on the hand sign, people, why it sell you this deception. Listen.
A new law requires retailers to
There you
have
go.
a gender-neutral toy section to eliminate stereotypes and to make sure that prices are fair for everyone who
What a dumb shit, people, to eliminate stereotype. So yes, people, they give you toys which is all brainwash for the dumb people. Don't ask why the world in this state that they in right now. You follow the procedure, give your youths toys, your parents give you toys, all brainwash for the dumb masses. So now they're telling you you can't put a gender on those toys. Remember, back in the days, the dolls is for the girls and the little trains and these little cars and wrestlers, all these things that they give you for the boys. The girls usually get playhouse and all of these things. So now they tell you you can't put a gender on it. Remember, they have to use a law for that, people, because you've been controlled by an entity. So everything they give you is based on laws, because guidelines is what you have to follow in this devil earth. You understand? You have no free will in here. You have no soul. So pay attention. The laws is what running you the whole time. The devil and their laws right here in the earth. So pay attention. They're going to basically put all toys for all genders. That's the plan. Bam.
with toys. Now let's go to the laws that could impact your first drive of 2024.
Listen.
A new law allows California Energy Commission to create a new watchdog to investigate gas prices in order to prevent market manipulation. And it
No,
also
people. No, don't let them explain why they're doing it. Because we already know they use the gasoline to control you. A matter of fact, anything that you have to depend on that they give you in earth, that they produce, you have to remember what it is. You can't make oil. You can't get gasoline unless it comes from them. They're the one who tell you what it is and where it come from. You don't know shit. So of course they use it to control you right here in the earth. You think it's they're doing it to save you and stop price gouging and them shits? No, that's the explanation. But the real thing is the control. The more of these things they do is the more control they have on the masses with the damn gasoline. Pay attention.
gives the agency new power to penalize refineries
No,
guilty of
penalize. They
price
not
gouging.
penalize nobody on no gas gouging bullshit they give you. Remember, the gas price control you. Tomorrow morning you can wake up and it's $10 a gallon. What you gonna do? You still have to buy it. So that's why they use it to control you, people. You have to understand it's the government people run that shit about price gouging. Move.
If you speed in San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, or a few other cities, you might get a ticket without even being pulled over.
Yes, I already told you this was coming. And a lot of places they already implement it. They just don't tell nobody. They just don't broadcast it. They just send you a little thing in the mail as a driver to let you know that yes, these cameras set up. You're gonna be nationwide in America. Everywhere gonna get them. And not only just speeding. Like I say, if you go over the speed limit, I mentioned it long time, people, that they're gonna have these things. You don't even have to be knowing that it's there in these places. You drive to, going over the speed limit, and bam, the ticket is on the way in the mail. And the same thing they're gonna do with parking tickets and everything. You pull on in a handicap zone and you don't have that tag. Yes, the ticket is on the way. You park at a bad spot, the ticket is on the way. Remember, this is how they run the UK the whole time. All cameras and shit set up with supposedly technology that can basically send you a ticket in the mail as soon as you violated. You can't correct it once you violate because it already have you down as a violator. Listen.
Here among the cities where police can now put up to 33 speed cameras.
And of course, right there on the money, Freemasonry, and you already know police is Freemason. Said it in the name, then police is 33, coding.
Zones and areas with high accident rates.
In San Jose last year. Everywhere. They're gonna put them up everywhere, people. Don't wonder why they're digging up the street. Anywhere you live, you see them digging it up. They're digging up the sidewalk, they're digging up the road. They're planting these devices, these sensors, the detectors that gonna work alongside those cameras to send you these tickets.
65 people died in traffic-related crashes.
The reality is they're deployed in over 150 major cities around the world and many U.S. states. Where they're deployed, we see a reduction in accidents of over 50%.
No, people, it's bullshit. That's the same thing they used to tell you about those red light cameras. They reduce accident, which they actually cause accident because people trying to divert their driving to satisfy that camera. You understand that? Because they know it's there. It plant a seed in their head and they start doing different things just not to get caught. They cause an accident. You have to understand, they put it in there for a reason. The same thing they're going to tell you now with these speed cameras and all. They're going to stop accident. It's a damn joke. Move.
Another new law expands sick leave, giving all employees at least 3 days off by
Yes, and that's another code in 3 and 1, 2 again. That's all code in 33.
120th day of employment and at least 5 days once they've been on the job for 200 days.
Yes, and you're going to need more sick days now because they're going to have more sick people with more serious sickness. So, of course, it's only good that they put that on the table for you now, that they plug up everybody with the juice and you're going to be sick, period.
California will be able to address the opioid crisis through mobile pharmacies in order to meet people where they are, where they need services.
And it got nothing to do with no fucking opioids. They just give you that as a damn agenda. Yes, they want to put these hospitals, these little places where the people can go. Like I mentioned, more sick people. And of course, when you're sick, the government have control of you. 100% in.
They are where they need services. New affordable housing laws will force communities to streamline affordable projects and make them happen, and allows construction on the properties of churches and other religious institutions, along with institutions of higher learning.
Institution, you better understand that, people. Talking about church can put up building and help out people. You believe that? You better wake your ass up. All of these is only going to the government favors, not to you. None of these things that they implement gonna help the masses. It only going against you. 100% in. And they like to make these changes, drastic changes to affect you.
California's new minimum wage is now $16 an hour.
Yes, and you are gonna have no work. That's the reason why they did this right here. You're gonna have no job. It's that simple. Remember, all these AI things that they come up with, you have no job. Yes, and the reason why they talk about this right here and fast food workers, because they already know there will be nobody working in there. Already told you, now the fast food place got one worker, period. The whole fast food got one worker. This is how they do it right here. And now you raise the minimum wage and the price on fast food payment. Of course, they're going to raise up the food and also get rid of the workers.
$1 an hour for fast food workers. And there are also new protections for abortion access, new limits for gun buyers.
Protection for abortion access. You better wake up, people. Wow, what a joke for the masses. I already told you. They want more abortion. They want to bring you more options of killing the baby. More options to kill the baby is what they're coming up with. That's why they bring up the abortion law. So now you can take the pills. Now you can use the morning after.
And gun carriers.
Gun carriers is another thing again. Remember, they give you all these mass shooting and tell you the people buy the guns legally. Little bit before they do that supposedly mass shooting. So now they have to do gun laws right there. Limit gun buyers and carriers. What the fuck is that? Better wake your ass up. They're the one who put guns to kill people. Gun is a destruction made by them. They put it in place to kill. Don't be surprised when it do just that.
With the new year comes new laws for several states across the country, from protecting election workers to gender-neutral toys.
You hear that, people? Protecting election workers. Remember, they tell you about all these election workers that was harassed by Donald Trump and his followers. Yes, now they're going to put in a law to protect election workers. You believe that, people? Like I say, they give you these agendas and then they have a reason to put these things in place. Part of the masses' destruction. Listen.
BBC News Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Delanian is taking a closer look at some of the major changes for the new year.
Hey, good morning. From the meaningful to the mundane, new laws are taking effect in every state. Here are some of the measures drawing attention as 2024 gets underway. After threats drove away half the state's top election officials, Nevada took action.
You hear that, people? Threats drive away the election workers. You believe it? It's all fake shit. And remember this, people, this is another job they're going to take over by AI. They don't need people to count votes, man. What's wrong with you? How many voting polls you go and they still voting on paper? It's all computer, people. You go to a little machine and vote, right? Okay, so what is all of these boxes full with paper? That's going to be done with. And that's one of the reasons why they even bring up that supposed to be harassment of election workers. They don't want nobody to work there, period. Now, the peoples that they have working nowadays is basically some people watching or just assisting the peoples that come to vote. You understand that? The people that come to vote, they get assist. Oh, you can go to that machine. Okay, that one is ready. It's just a few people, but it's all AI people, machine. Just like you see those self-cash out in your stores. They might have somebody standing there to assist, but all self-cash out is the same thing they got right here when it comes to election. They don't need no damn workers. You go to a machine and press a button. Listen.
Starting January 1st, those who harass, intimidate, or harm election workers performing their duties in the state could face up to 4 years in prison under a new law that unanimously passed the state legislature.
Most people don't realize either that 80% of our election workers are women. Those are our daughters.
You hear that, people? 80% or 85%, he said, are all women. Yes, you have to mention that because, like I tell you, they won't have no job. In a few years, they won't have no job. What is they doing there, people? Okay, anything that AI can handle, the human being won't be there no more.
Those are our wives, those are our sisters, those are our mothers.
A campaign promise by Secretary of State Francisco Aguilar. The law makes Nevada one of a handful of states where threats to election workers are a felony.
Wow,
we cannot run elections without people. They are our unsung heroes of democracy.
Yes, they can, people. They can run that election without anybody at those voting polls. And don't worry about it. Later on, they can bring you an app that you go in and vote from. No lie. Later on, there will be no voting centers. It's not even long before they bring it. Not long from now, they're going to bring that shit where you go on a government app and place your vote right there at a certain time. That's what they're going to have for the masses. They don't need nobody to work in these fields.
In Tennessee, a new law toughens penalties for distracted driving.
Listen.
Those under 18 cited for a second offense could see
What is distracting driving? The driving is all about distraction from now on, people. Remember, the vehicle itself is a distraction with all the things they're now giving you on the dashboard, touch screen and all. What do you think, people? You see people in new vehicle and they're still tampering with their phone. They still have the phone to their ears. You don't get it, people. Distraction is the name of the game. They're giving you more devices and more things to finger with while you're driving.
License suspended. The measure is named for a local businessman who died in a 2020 accident.
And that's a hoax, people. That's how they do it. They make laws of hoaxes that they put together to prove a point. All bricks Freemasonry right here.
Life we save a year by this law, then my dad would have been an honor to have it in his name.
California is requiring stores with more than 500 employees in the state to offer gender-neutral toy sections.
Gender-neutral toy section. There you go. That's what I was talking about. There you go, people. So now, what toys for what gender? They're gonna get rid of that. Just like later on, clothes. You can't have a clothes section later on in the store said man, and another one said woman. They're all gonna be one. They're going for that, people. Remember, they talk about the bathroom and they put it off, they take it off. Some school do it, some place do it. And now they forget about it? No, they didn't. Don't worry about it. They're gonna bring it up back. And when they bring it up, it's gonna be like, oh, they do this. Just make a law that people can just go in any bathroom. Don't matter what the gender is. Same thing they're doing.
To comply could result in fines.
Why would it be such that
They said fines, people. They can fine the stores if they separate those toys. Women are boys and girls. You can't do that no more. All of it gotta be in one. So nobody know what their gender is anymore or recognize their gender. They don't want that, people. What they call it, binary, non-binary. You have no gender? Wow, you don't get it.
Dinosaur or a truck or a periodic table would be in the boys section, or glitter or paint would be
in the... go back.
Why would it be such that a dinosaur or a truck or a periodic table would be in the boys section, or glitter or paint would be in the girls section?
So now you understand what it is, people. As you could see, this sodomite, he have the love on the shirt. You know what love is? A lot of people don't get it, man. That's a tricky word they use to pull on people's heartstring. And somebody say they love you, do he pull on your emotion? Now it's easy for this guy to come and justify this move right here. And he got the love on the shirt. He also got the division scheme right there in the background. Red and blue is tasked to represent the peoples who control you, the fallen angels. And like I say, they tie love to your heart. The heart don't have nothing to do with love, people. A matter of fact, when somebody say they love you, it goes to your brain. Not the heart. The heart just pump blood. All your thinking, all your operation is the damn brain. But they show you a heart for love. The thing that pump blood in your body, help your body keep blood functioning, blood movements. That's what they say you used to love. Not your brain that control the whole thing. Come on.
Let's just fundamentally allow kids to be kids. You've seen...
fundamentally help kids to be kids. So that means kids have no gender. You understand that or not? That's the new world right there. Don't tell me it's not destruction by them turning the whole wide world backwards right here.
Criticism of this. One newspaper called it California's latest woke insanity. How do you
hear that, people? And they mention woke. They throw that word out there for the dumb people who think they're wake. It's not wake, it's woke. Yes, and for you woke, that means you know something. It's dumb. That word itself is dumb. Wake your ass up with a bang.
One newspaper called it California's latest woke insanity. How do you respond to that?
This bill was inspired by private sector, following that of major retailers, Target, and so many others are already going in this direction.
Yes, because they are government owned. Walmart, Target, all those big companies, people. I already told you no regular human being own those things. They are government owned. That's what they use to control you. All those major pharmacies. Just in case you don't understand, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, all of them. Wake your ass up with a bang.
Manufactured controversy in saying that it is potentially a woke government.
In Louisiana, the state legislature overrode the governor's veto of a bill banning gender-affirming care for transgendered minors.
Yeah, that people, and I told you, the reason why they have that on the table is to put an eye to it, people. So now they can say whatever they want to say now to make it look like this is a good thing to have. You have to understand, people. Don't worry about them fighting against it. They just want it on the table. Get some publicity. And then they can do the agenda. Listen.
Prohibits doctors from prescribing puberty blockers and hormone treatments. Critics say the new law won't survive a court challenge.
You hear that, people? What did they tell you right here? It won't pass. That's what they basically tell you right now. The court challenge gonna shut it down, people. Listen.
Puberty blockers and hormone treatments. Critics say the new law won't survive a court challenge.
It is my sincere belief
Got the
that
orange
this bill is
firearm.
unconstitutional. I believe the courts will declare that in due course.
Yeah, that people what's unconstitutional. You know what he talking about? To stop the supposedly doctors from giving these babies puberty blockers, do all these transformation of the human being body from their babies. The court gonna shut that down. Shut it down for them to stop it. Do you understand that? So when it's shut down, meaning it's gonna go on. They're gonna shut down the motion that the doctors don't need to do that. That's why they tell you it will never stand in court, that ban. Listen.
Pennsylvania toughened penalties for drivers who failed to stop for flashing red lights on school buses. And Michigan is allowing 16-year-olds to pre-register to vote.
You hear that, people? Bam. 16-year-old gonna be basically qualified to vote, pre-qualified to vote right there. Now, what's going on here, people? So you're tying the youths from early into politics. They can't do nothing else. 16-year-old, you don't really qualify for nothing. But yes, you can go on ahead and prep up to vote. What a dumb shit for the masses. What is vote? It's a big old brainwash. Anybody who vote got brainwash. You understand that? Move.
Now to our other top story, new laws will impact how you purchase and carry firearms in the new year. These laws come into effect in the aftermath of mass shootings that
have that, people? Yes, it comes to you by those aftermath mass shooting. You understand? Aftermath of mass shooting, like I mentioned, they all made up by the government people to bring you these agenda. Now look, unless we see what kind of gun laws they have on the table now. Listen.
The state and nation.
Come on.
While some say the laws will increase public safety, Action News reporter Gabe Ferris spoke with gun store managers and owners today who disagree.
Okay,
Gabe?
let's see what it is.
Nick and Vanessa, I spoke with the store manager of this gun shop here behind me in Fresno. He told me that the new laws go too far, and he said they aren't even needed in the first place.
What's the new law?
So this is my everyday carry. It's what I carry pretty much every single day.
As a new state law affecting firearms goes into effect in less than a week, some local gun owners say it will soon be more complicated to carry a firearm.
Take a look at these firearms, people. Go back again. Take a look at these high-power rifles, the ones that they claim always in those mass shooting. And there you go on the shelf like bread. You see that? And don't worry about any type of gun law they bring in. The guns are already in the street. That's what you need to understand. The guns is already out there. More guns than you can ever imagine is already out in the street. So tell me what these laws gonna do. Stop mass shooting and the people already have the gun? That's the reason why they always tell you that the people buy the gun right before the shooting. And they buy it legally. Now pay attention to this fuckery right here. Talking about they're gonna require more training and all of that. It's bullshit. It's never gonna stop guns. So now you're gonna train the motherfucker how to shoot? Okay, so when you train somebody how to use a gun, that make them don't use it in a mass shooting, or you're training the shooter how to kill more people? That's what I see down there, people. Take a look at what it say. Let's see, let's go back. Higher tax and guns and ammo. More training requires. You see that, people? More training require. So tell me, more training for the mass shooter? Okay, let's listen.
Say it will soon be more complicated to carry a firearm in California.
So right now you have to do an 8-hour course, and on the first, it actually is going to double the course to 16 hours.
Okay, so they're giving you more hours, teaching you how to shoot, teaching you how to handle a firearm, teaching you not to do a mass shooting. This is the biggest joke of all, people. What did I tell you? Nobody listen, man. What did I tell you about guns? They're never going to put no laws on and supposedly stop shooting. No. They're never going to say, hey, let's close down these gun stores and see what kind of result we're going to get. No, they can't do that. they still have to sell that deadly weapon, people. They want it to kill people. That's the reason why they sell guns and bullets. That's it, people. Don't think about it no more. It's over with. They don't make guns to play around. They don't make guns to send warnings. They make guns to kill. Okay, so yes, they're gonna sell the guns to kill people, but now they're supposed to be mass shooter because that's who they worry about. The mass shooter now have to get more training. You gotta get higher tax and guns and ammo, no problem. They will buy that all day. Don't cost shit. But you're gonna give them more training? Okay, so you see that I never miss. They only add options. When destruction shows its face, they give you more options. More options that can lead you to more destruction. So yes, the peoples who shooting up the place and all these mass shooting, give them more training. Let's watch.
And then renewals are 4 hours, and it's going to double to an 8-hour course.
So you see, they worry about the course that they're going to have to take, people, on guns. The course on guns. I guess that can stop mass shooting. The course on guns will basically, change the thinking of a mass shooter. Okay.
Manager of PRK Arms in Fresno. He says he's not necessarily opposed to more training, but disagrees with other aspects of the law.
So you see, people, you want them to get more training. The training about guns is what, people? How to handle it? Okay, all right.
Aside from doubling the hours of training needed, SB2 raises the age from 18 to 21 to get a permit for concealed carry weapons, or CCW.
Yes.
The state law.
So that means if the person want to kill somebody, they better get the gun from somewhere else beside the store if you're not 21. Let me see if that can make a big difference. No. Because I already told you the guns is already there, people. The guns is already there. Nobody just plan to shoot up a place and then go buy the gun. You understand what I'm saying? People who plan to shoot up places or plan to do some kind of shooting, they already have the gun. That's why they even think about shooting, because they got guns. So yeah, people, they don't think about the shootings and then buy the guns. So yes, if you're thinking about terrorists or people plan to do mass shooting, they already have the guns. They just tell you these bullshit to scare you down, people. I already told you. All of these is what the government want on the table. They keep making them. You see, like how you see cars coming out already? You see 2024 cars come out last year. Even though the 2023 cars, most of them is still on the lot. The same car company gotta make a 2024 car. Why? You ever ask yourself the question? Because they have to. The cars gotta keep making and making and making because it's a part of the destruction of the earth. Same thing with the guns. The guns is out there, the gun shop full with guns, and they keep making more every single day, even as we speak. They have to make new guns and new ways and create guns in fiberglass and all of these things, mass shooting guns and all. A matter of fact, those guns that I show you on the wall, they made for mass shooting. They made for mass shooting, and guess what? It's sold to the public. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? That means that's what they want. They want the guns out there. They want somebody to use it to shoot people. That's the reason why they sell it. You see somebody come to buy a gun, why you think they're buying it? They want to shoot somebody, or they say, yeah, if somebody violate me, I'm going to shoot them. Nobody buy the gun for just to have it. No, they buy it to shoot. They buy it to kill. Because that's the only thing it's there for. Bam.
Would also block people with CCW permits from bringing their firearms to some sensitive locations, like playgrounds, churches.
Yeah, but you don't know. Even the pastor have his gun on him. How would you know if somebody have a gun? So guess what? The people that come to mass shoot you, they be like, okay, the law said no gun in this place, so I ain't gonna shoot it up. It's bullshit, people. Wake your ass up. All of these laws is just to destroy the masses, turning the world backwards so you fit in the devil
bars
world.
And many other places. But a federal judge blocked that part of the law last week. In a statement to Action News, Governor Gavin Newsom said the judge's ruling is, quote, defying common sense, and he called it, quote, repugnant.
Wow.
California will keep fighting to defend our laws and to enshrine a right to safety in the Constitution. The lives of our kids depend on it, Newsom said in part. But at the firing line in Clovis, owner Jake Belemgian told Action News the current system isn't broken.
You can ask any sheriff or chief of police about the number of issues that they have with people who have permits, and it's none or very, very, very few. We're just not a motley crew. You know, we're not bad people.
So you hear that, people? I'm trying to tell you that people with firearm, they don't want no problem with them. The ones that got the license permit, the one that got the permit. But still, every single mass shooting, the person buy a gun legally, that mean they do have a permit. You understand what I'm saying? If they don't have a permit and buying a gun legally, it's in a state where you don't need a permit to carry. They have those states. They have some states that you don't even need a permit to carry around the gun. Let people see it in plain sight. You know, that's what they do. So like I say, people, listen to the gun laws that they bring in and you tell me if it's gonna stop shooting. It sounds stupid to me. 100%
Line and PRK Arms also say another new law will impact their bottom line. Starting July 1st, an 11% sales tax on ammunition and firearms will kick in.
They don't
it
mind.
will impact all ammo, including this box of bullets for rifles that law showed Action News. The state says money from that new tax would fund school safety and gun violence prevention programs.
It's bullshit, people. School safety. They're taxing the bullet and the gun so they can make schools safer and stop mass shooting. It sounds stupid to the people who got brain. Move.
When the clock strikes midnight tomorrow, it won't just mean the start
and if you notice, people, look at the clothing. Got the serpent-looking clothing on. Right there, like I say, devil workers right here in plain sight, bringing you these destruction on TV.
New Year.
Man,
it will also be when
look at the damn neck. Wow, unbelievable that a woman have that big old neck. Like I say, it's a damn serpent with the one eye right there on the side and the bricks in the background.
Of a new year. It will also be when copyright protections expire on a number of well-known books, films, and musical compositions. That includes works like All Quiet on the Western Front, Peter Pan, and the Marx.
Wow, and it's all bullshit, people. Fantasy that they use to mold your youths and even mold you when you was a youth. This is what they bring to you now. So the copyright is up on it. So now the people can take it and run. What a dumb shit for the people. Listen.
Others musical, Animal Crackers. But one work that's entering the public domain on 2024 is getting a lot of attention. CBS News senior business and technology correspondent Jolene Kent has the story.
Listen, people.
It's a simple early rendition of perhaps the most recognizable cartoon character ever created.
Yes, this is what they do to the masses, and it's the most recognized TV character or cartoon character. It do the most damage on your damn brain, and it's a reason why they bring you these cartoon-looking image thing. They can pass off anything on your youth because it's a cartoon figure and all. You slept on it.
The 1928 animated short Steamboat Willie marks the film debut of Mickey Mouse.
Wow.
And Minnie, too.
What a dumb shit. And take a look. And now this take over a whole city. Orlando and all. Take over the whole city. As a matter of fact, Disney basically own the damn Orlando. You better wake up. Even the streets got their name on it. Hollywood, Boulevard, all of these Boulevard. Name after the damn fake they give you for Disney. You have to understand with these two characters with the number 3 on top of their head for years. That's how they do it. And why would the masses be interested in some fake characters? Even grown folks wear gloves on for Freemasonry. Even grown folks love them. This is dumb right here for the masses.
100 years later, this landmark piece of entertainment will enter the public domain.
Yeah, that meaning enter in the public domain. Wow, just like generic brands of shit, people. You don't get it. It's a fake shit for the dumb masses about Steamboat Willie.
Disney will lose its right to control it.
Wow,
Others
lose the
can
right
use the images as they wish.
Hear that, people? Others can use the image as they wish. So now, when the Mickey Mouse and them things kind of, falling off, now they tell you the copyright is up so everybody can use it, just to keep it out there in the masses. You never understand that. Yes, since when you see the damn Mickey Mouse, unless you go to Orlando. So yes, this is what's happening right here. And they even give you that fake fight with the Santos and them. This is how it goes, people. To put back this shit on the map, this is how they do it.
This was set to happen years ago, until Disney, with other groups, got Congress to pass extensions.
Hear that, people? Congress have to come and pass an extension. Congress, people, on a fucking cartoon. Congress gotta pass some law. Unbelievable dumb shit for the masses. So yes, the Congress extend it and now it run out. So now everybody can use the Mickey Mouse. They can use it in a scary movie with the Mickey Mouse killing people. That's what they're telling you, basically. They can use it to do anything. The same Hollywood. Not even you. The same Hollywood. So they tell you about the Pooh Bear. You remember the Pooh? The Pooh character that they give you, that they say love honey, running around a yellow bear that they show you on TV for the youths. Now they tell you that the contract will run out on them too. So that means the supposed copyright is no longer in place. So they tell you that now they're using the Pooh Bear. They have a movie with the Pooh Bear going around kill people or somebody in the Pooh Bear suit. You understand what I'm saying? So is this what they tell you, that another Hollywood character or some Hollywood people can actually use these to do something different from what Disney uses it as? So that's what they're talking about with this copyright law. Listen.
But the last of them expires at midnight on New Year's Eve.
What a damn joke.
And what basically is happening now is that we will be able to do to the great works of Disney what Disney did to the great works of the public domain beforehand.
Wow.
And that's how creativity is supposed to happen. We build on our past.
Lawrence Lessig is a Harvard law professor and expert on copyright issues. So this is a bit of a full circle moment then.
Absolutely.
You know what they call copyright, people? Just in case you don't know. The copyright is the government people claiming their shit. You don't get it or not. Who you think in charge of the copyright system, the whole thing, where they can say, oh, you play somebody music, oh, you do this. Do you know, people, in some countries, you can't play nothing loud, meaning that you can't play a song loud where other people can hear it. Copyright law, they call it. You can't play a supposed game playing on TV in a public place in certain countries. And don't worry, it will show up in America also while they strengthen these supposed copyright laws. The copyright meaning it's the government claiming what they have out there. How you think I know they own the music industry and everything? Because it's copyright to one system. And even if you are a YouTuber or whatever you are and you're publishing these, contents and you have a copyright on it, it's totally different. It's totally different because you gotta come out and copyright it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not in that copyright system or the rest of the things like the music, the movies and these pictures that they have out there come from the system. Do you understand that? So that's how you get it. The government claiming what they own. They don't want to give you access to do just anything you want to do with it. So they put a box around it. That's what they call copyright.
And I think Disney should celebrate that, because what we know about the creativity of Walt Disney and the Disney Corporation is that they've made stories relevant to our current time.
What story they make relevant to our current time? It's fakery. What are you talking about? Atlantis? Huh? The Cinderella? The Seven Dwarfs? Lion King? Get the fuck out of here. All fabricated shit they put together to turn and twist the youth brain.
So starting on Monday, anyone has the legal right to use Mickey and Minnie Mouse in new creative works like books and films.
Wow.
But there's an important caveat. It has to be the Steamboat Willie versions.
Wow.
Not the more familiar rendition.
That's how you know it's 100% bullshit. So just this Steamboat Willie one, the black and white one, that's the one is out there now. What a damn joke. But these right here, the modern one that they have, that one is still good. You see that, people? It's stupid shit for the stupid people on earth. Don't buy into it. I'm not going in anymore. Much respect to all my people, man. You already know the MAGA always on with this damn truth. I'm gone.